Politics is dominating the national conversation right now, with the midterms just 6 months away and the economy impacting Americans everywhere. So here at Scripps, we want to cut through all the political talking points and really have a straightforward conversation. We're going to ask the important questions, pull back the curtain a little bit, and focus on what's actually on your minds. Every day, we're going to take a few minutes to talk about the issues shaping the world, from Capitol Hill to your own community. And one issue that you may all be hearing a lot about right now is the war in Iran. We all have heard it. The U.S. began Operation Epic Fury nearly 90 days ago, but the end goal still remains somewhat unclear. So after multiple rounds of stalled talks and rising prices, the political toll for the Trump administration could be costly because the midterms are just on the horizon. The president this week, he did signal that he's willing to take a political hit in order to keep Iran in check. Take a listen.
They thought they were going to outweight me. We'll outweight him. He's got the midterms. I don't care about the midterms. Look what happened last night. That was the prelude to the midterms. People understand it. They know that, very simple, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
And he's referring to Senator Cornyn's ousting in Texas. So here for today's roundtable, Scripps News political director Andrew Rafferty and White House correspondent Jacob Garden-Schwartz. And Raf, let me start with you. We haven't really heard comments like that coming from the president in a cabinet meeting, let alone. What are you making of that comment?
Yeah, well, Holly, of course, the president cares about the midterms. I think it gets to a broader point of the rhetoric that has continued to come out of the president and out of the White House during the war with Iran really has been in conflict with what his advisors, political team most specifically, has said going into 2026 would be his focus. That's why it's so great we have Jacob here, because it seems like going into 2026 and specifically the State of the Union, the messaging has been that the president's going to be laser focused on the economy, on affordability. He's going to hit the road. And certainly we see shades of that. Like he was on the road last week with, I think it was Mike Lawler. He talks about affordability, like on paper with these events. But I guess, you have a front row seat, Jacob, at the White House most days. What are you seeing in terms of the juxtaposition between some of the president's rhetoric, like at that cabinet meeting, versus what his close advisors are saying behind the scenes?
Yeah, it's certainly the case that folks in and outside of the White House would like the president to be focusing on those issues: affordability, inflation, the economy more broadly, the things that Americans say are most important to them. The president has trouble doing so for a couple of reasons. First of all, this war with Iran is probably the dominant story out of the White House today. And so every time there is a public event, he's going to be asked about it. And that's going to be the case until this conflict is ended and likely beyond that. So even if the president were more focused on some of these initiatives that were more popular, it would be hard for him to dodge these questions. Of course, it's also clear, just based on the president's own comments, that there are other things that are taking up his attention, not just the war with Iran, but also some personal projects, the efforts to renovate the White House and other monuments throughout DC. I mean, I was, listening to the cabinet meeting yesterday and thinking about the amount of time he spoke about the reflecting pool versus the conflict in Iran, Americans' paychecks, inflation, just looking at the raw numbers of how much time he's devoting to these issues. It's clear that, he's really struggling to maintain a focus on those economic issues that American people want to hear about.
So, Jacob, let me follow up with that then. Do you think that this is confidence that he has in Republican voters, that they're going to vote for Republicans on the ticket in the midterms no matter what? Or is this a sort of disconnect with the American people and he's just so focused and in his own bubble that he's not really looking ahead to November?
That's a great question. I think it's a little bit of both. Certainly, it is the case that the president is in a bit of a bubble, and we've heard this from advisors inside and outside of the White House. He does not like to hear bad news. He is, increasingly surrounded by people who are incredibly loyal to him, not only in terms of carrying out his wishes, but also in terms of withholding information that might anger or upset him. It's also the case that the president is less laser focused on securing a GOP majority than previous Republican presidents have been. Of course, that is something he wants, but based on our conversations, he's interested in that insofar as it insulates him politically. If Democrats retake the House and perhaps even the Senate, it is going to make his life a lot harder. There will be investigations, there will be subpoenas. The Democrats will have a much louder microphone to be banging the drum on some of these issues than they do right now in the minority. So insofar as the president cares about the midterms, certainly that is what's a focus to him. But of course, he is perhaps not hearing entirely accurate polling about what the American people are saying. He continues to tout, some number that he has 100% support among Republicans and with regard to this conflict. That's just simply not the case.
Raph, you've covered politics for a long time. With President Trump, is this really something where he thinks, my voters, the American people, want decisiveness. They want a business decision. They don't want to play this game of politics. Or is it really more of a disconnect between him and Congress, where he is saying, my voice is the only one that needs to be heard?
Yeah, well, I think what Jacob's point just a moment ago is an important one, because what you're seeing is we've talked about all this success that Donald Trump has had in the month of May, from Texas to Louisiana, Indiana, and beyond. He has been winning these primaries. And so to him, in his sort of insular presidential bubble, which we know it's not just a Trump thing, being president means that you are inherently disconnected from the greater public. He is thinking that he is politically strong, but we're starting to see some of the seams come and begin to fray. We've seen some congressional Republicans start to break with him. And now that you have people who we know are losing their jobs, like John Cornyn in Texas, Senator Cassidy in Louisiana, we expect that fray to get even more pronounced. I think when Trump says stuff like he did yesterday, I don't care about the midterms, and he's coming at it with this thinking that the war in Iran, making sure Iran never secures a nuclear weapon, is much more important than politics. And I don't think that comment yesterday particularly has the legs to last to the midterms, unlike something he said earlier this month when he said he's not thinking about Americans' financial situation when it comes to Iran. And again, I think he was coming at that through the lens of what's happening in Iran is so much more important to the national security of America that I'm not thinking about polling. But so many times it comes off as a little bit disconnected, especially given the inflation numbers that we've seen today and Americans continuing to struggle with affordability.
Yeah, Jacob, go ahead, Jacob, jump in.
I was just to pick up on that. I think something else that's important to keep in mind here is that we've taken for granted the unpopularity of this conflict, right? Americans across the political spectrum really are feeling the pain as results of this war, and broadly are not supportive of the goals insofar as they're espoused by the administration. It didn't have to be that way. And in fact, it's quite rare in most recent, military operations, the incumbent president at least receives some sort of small bump of public opinion when they launch a military strike. They say that they need to defend the homeland. We've heard a lot about you can oppose a war but still support our troops. The Trump administration really made zero effort to sell this conflict to the American people before it began. And so the president might have had an opportunity to actually capitalize on this and to say that criticism of this war is criticizing the troops, and to, bully Democrats for standing against it. But there were no briefings ahead of this conflict. In fact, our allies didn't even know it was happening. There was no attempts to sell this war to the American public. And as a result, you're seeing the bottom fall out, not just Democrats, but also independents and Republicans increasingly souring on it.
We are close to running out of time for our segment. So, Raph, I want to kind of switch gears really quickly, because something struck us all this morning. I don't know if people saw this, but there was a tweet from the official account of the Democratic Party responding to Stephen Miller. Please explain this to all of us, because I think we all read it and went, what in the world is happening? It seems like politics is this today.
I'll do my best. I know we're running out of time here, but it essentially was a response. It was a Stephen Miller tweet about James Tallarico, and it said some variation of it, shut up, and then an expletive. It was not exactly going to be hung in the Great Moments of American Politics Hall of Fame here, but I think this gets to a bigger issue, and that is Democrats figuring out how to respond to this administration in the online space. We've seen some Democrats do it somewhat successfully. Gavin Newsom has kind of taken up the trolling nature of Donald Trump and mirrored his rhetoric, and which has gotten plenty of attention. But I think another big issue here, Holly, is the DNC has had a pretty tough week overall. They've had that autopsy report come out recently, which read like a half-finished term paper that you would hand in for in college when you forgot the due date. So if Democrats are successful, I don't think it's going to be because of the DNC.
It seems like politics has taken a left turn, and we're all along for the ride, whether we want to or not. Raph, Jacob, thanks. Great discussion. Look forward to talking to you guys again. We'll have another one of these tomorrow.